Right, good morning. Uh, Today we are going to discuss some more topics under services in GST. So, here exempt supply of services under GST, just like we have seen exempt goods in goods topic. Now, we have some services which are exempted from GST. So, what is the meaning of exemption? For these services, we have no need to pay the tax. Okay, so for this we have no need to pay the tax. So what are the services which are considered under exemption? No tax will be there. So we'll go with that voucher entry without the tax ledgers. Here, what are those services? For agricultural services we don't have GST. For transportation services we don't have GST. For diplomatic missionary services we don't have GST. For government services, post office, airport to transportation services, all these things, transportation of goods or passengers, we don't have GST. Educational services which are exempted from GST may include transportation services for students and faculty, midday meal catering services, and services provided by Indian Institute of Management. So for all these services GST is not applicable. And other services, some judicial services, medical services, and organizing services. So all these are considered as exempted from GST. Okay. Now how to enter the transactions? So Aegis and Developers Private Limited of Hyderabad, Telangana supplied the business consultancy services 1,40,000 to Fortune Engineering based in Telangana. Okay. So here how to enter the transaction? Business consultancy services. Just like we have to create business consultancy services under sales. And you have to select sales exempt. Then it is exempted. Okay, if it is exempted, we don't have any tax. So we have to create which ledger? Business consultancy services. So accounts info, ledger, create. Okay. Business consultancy services under sales. It is applicable. Yes. Consultancy, it is sales exempt. So we have selected sales exempt, and here we have to go with services. And we just see once again, here you have to select the consultancy services, and in the nature of transactions you have to select sales exempt. Enter services. So this is the ledger what we have to create. Once this ledger is done, sales ledger, then we'll go with direct voucher entry. So we'll go for sales voucher, accounting voucher.
స్క్రీన్ ప్రజెంట్ చేస్తలే.
Yeah. Now we will go to sales voucher. In this, what is the reference number? H7 is the reference number. H7. Party, we have to create party ledger kada. So who is that party? Fortune Engineering. So there will be sundry debtors. So Fortune Engineering, all not there. Alt C, Fortune Engineering, under sundry debtors. Yes, 20 days. They are from same, is a regular one. GST number 36 ABCG 2838 Z1ZQ. And here we have to select business consultancy services. What is that amount? 1,40,000. So here we don't have any GST. Why? Because it is an exemption. So we won't enter any GST stuff over there. So 1,40,000 will be done. So now we can see this transaction in GSTR 1 under nil rated exemptions. Okay, so we will check it out. Go to display, statutory reports, GST, GSTR 1. We can see that in nil rated transactions. Okay na? So this is nil rated, 1,40,000 whatever we have. So there is no GST in matter. Okay, this is intrastate supply. Next, export supply of services. So we can export it from one country to another country, that is considered as exporting. So here HSN Private Limited, registered in Hyderabad, Telangana, supplied business consultancy services 1,90,000 to SingStar Engineering Services in Singapore. So here place of supplier is Hyderabad, place of supply is Singapore, type of transaction is intrastate. So here we'll have IGST. And even the services are also exempted, so you have no need to pay the tax here. All the services are comes under an exemptions. So already we have created that ledger, business information technology services. So you have to select deemed export exempt. Previously we have selected sales exempt. Now you have to select deemed export exempts, business information technology services. So previously what we have supplied, business consultancy services, business consultancy services. Now we are supplying business consultancy services. Same kada, but small difference. Business information technology services. Okay. So go back to the ledgers, create, business IT services under sales applicable. Yes, here we have to select export sales exempt, export exempt. That's what we have to select kada. Deemed export exempt, deemed export exempt services. And we have to create that person's ledger. Who is that person? Sharing Star Engineering Limited. He will be sundry debtor, Shining Stars, Shining Stars. Engineering Limited. He is a sundry debtor. He is from Singapore. So we don't have any stuff, and we are going back to vouchers. Sales voucher H8 reference number. H8 is a reference number, and party name is Shining Stars, and it is business IT services. The amount is 1,90,000. So here that transaction we can see in exports, same in GSTR 1. Display statutory reports GST GSTR 1. So we can see that it will be there in exports invoice kada, or then okay, we'll see once again. Page up. I'll delete this. I'll enter once again. It is H8 under Shining Stars, business IT services, 1,40,000. Yes. Under tax analysis, deemed exports, business IT services. Okay. Mismatch in nature of transaction parties account. Wait. Accounts info, ledger, alter, Shining Stars Engineering Limited, sundry debtor, invoice details yes, 20, Singapore. Okay. Next, business IT services, applicable, yes. Business IT services, deemed exports exempt, taxability exempt. Okay. Now going back to vouchers, H8, party name Shining Stars. Here we have business IT services, 1,40,000. Again here business IT services, and enter, provide the details, shipping number some 786, date is 1/4.
Sir, your screen is not visible.
Yes, done. Mismatch in the nature of transaction and parties country. Parties country, it is deemed exemption, so why parties country is Singapore kada, so we entered it correct, Singapore. Why it is not accepting? Deemed export exempt, it is sales, both are exempted. Then what's the problem here? It has to be displayed in the exports, but I'm getting this error. Mismatch in the nature of transaction and party's country. Party's country is Singapore. Nature of transaction. Where it will come? Nature of transaction. Accounts info, ledger, alter, IT services, sales, applicable, yes. Nature of transaction. So simply instead of this, we can take it as exports exempt. If I take this, we'll see what will happen. This will take it as accepted or not. Accounting voucher H8, they are shining stars, they are from Singapore. Business IT services 1,40,000, yes, 789 1-4-2021. Yes, now it is accepted. We'll go back and check the reports display. Statutory GST, GSTR1. Now we got this exports invoice. Okay, so this is the way how to perform exports. So when we are creating these exports, what we have to do is we have to create we have created two ledgers. They are one business IT services. So here it is comes under sales applicable. Here we can go with yes, business IT services, and we are exporting it, but that item, the service whatever we are giving, that is comes under exemption. So you have to select the nature of the transaction as export exempt. So automatically it will take all our exemptions, it won't accept any tax value services. Okay, so the person ledger, it is obvious, we have to create the person name, and the location will be Singapore. So we don't have any GST details for him also. So go to your voucher and you can enter the transaction. So this is about export exemption. Okay, and next last topic for today we will see, that is reverse charge in service under GST. When we have to go with reverse charge, whenever we do any transaction from unregistered user, whenever we purchase anything from unregistered user, then this reverse charge mechanism will come into the picture. Why? Because he is not a registered person, so you have to pay the tax instead of that person. So that is considered as reverse charge. Already we have seen this reverse charge mechanism in goods. Now we'll have the same with services. So as per this reverse charge mechanism, the buyer or recipient of goods and services has to pay the tax to the credit of the government if it is reverse action of the forward charge mechanism, where the supplier has to pay the tax. Therefore, under GST, reverse charge on services is the liability of buyer to pay tax instead of supplier. So from whom we are taking the goods, that person is not registered with GST, then you have to pay that tax. So that will be a liability for you, because you have purchased the goods from an unregistered user. Okay, so services covered under reverse charge: import of services, legal services of advocates, services of goods transporting agencies. All these are the services whatever we have total 12 types. So in case of supply of noticed goods and services, our reverse charge is applicable. Reverse charge is not only applicable for services, it also applicable for goods as well. Already we have discussed this part in the previous chapters. So there are 12 types of services which have been noticed by the government, which reverse charge mechanism is applicable. So these are such services. and time of supply of services under reverse charge. So time of supply is also important, where when we are supplying the goods, the time and the date of the receipt and voucher. So here we purchased franchisee services on USPA, US Polo Association, apparels 2,50,000 from Minan Designers from Singapore. So he is not a registered dealer, and we did a payment on 2nd. We purchased the goods on 1st. So in the given problem, integrated tax is applicable on Minan Designer on Quistone, Singapore, providing importing franchisee services. The following are the recording transactions of import with GST on reverse charge. So here first we have to create that person's ledger, sundry creditor, and the country will be Singapore. So Minan Designers, accounts info, ledger, create Minan Designers under sundry creditor. Yes, 20 days. He is from Singapore. Next one, create franchisee services under indirect expenses. Franchise services, it is taxable. What is that amount? 18%. After franchise services, we have to create IGST at the rate 18%. Under duties and taxes, GST, it is integrated tax for 18%. We'll go with normal rounding and 1. Next ledger, we have to create current assets ledger, tax on imports. If we are current asset, tax on imports, okay. Import services, reverse charge account, you have to pay that amount, okay. Once we paid, then we are importing the goods. Tax on import 45,000 and press enter. IGST 45,000. It should be in journal. Increase of tax liability. So tax on import will be current liability, I think so. It is not current asset. Okay. So we have to create franchise ledger, franchisee services, okay. Next, integrated tax already created. Tax on imports, okay. Tax on imports, will take it as a current liability, not as an asset. Next we go with purchase voucher. What is that invoice number? SG by 09, SG by 09. పార్టీ ఫార్చ్యూన్ ఇంజనీరింగ్ కాదు, మియాన్ డిజైనర్స్. What we have purchased, franchise services. The amount is 2,50,000. So we'll go with the tax analysis. Here we can see 45,000 will be the tax value, 2,50,000 it is the thing taxable value. Escape, enter, write the narration. Now we can see it in GSTR reports, and we have to go with a journal voucher for adjustment, tax adjustment, and we have to pay that amount 2,50,000 through bank. Why? Because we have purchased items from Mion, so we have to pay to Mion 2,50,000 with reference number. Then we have to pay that tax amount to government. So here we have to go with IGST, that is 47,000, the amount which we have seen 45,000. To tax on imports. So first we have to select tax on imports debit. Okay. Tax on imports 45,000 debit IGST. $45,000. So this is the tax amount, and here we go with tax adjustment, GST, increase on tax liability, and it is on imports. We have imported the goods, imported the services. So for this purpose we are, the tax amount, taxable value is 45,000. It is, we are paying it to government. Recording these transactions. Activity practice. Debit side integrated tax is 45,000, credit side tax on amount. After recording the above transaction, the adjustment of increase input tax credit value against the imports ledger will be resolved. The integrated tax will be debit balance with the results ability to input tax credit. Okay. So why we have to, whenever we have to go with this reverse tax, in the sense whenever we purchased any goods or services from any unregistered dealer, we'll purchase the items and we'll pay that amount whatever we have to that person, and whatever that tax amount we have, that amount you have to pay to the government. Okay, that will be a liability for you. So these are the things what you have in this today's class, and we'll have one more problem with the same style. Following are the details and advance payment of unregistered dealer. So if you have received an advance, the same, it is also not applicable. He is an unregistered dealer, so you have to tax on URD purchases. It is again liability. Wireless keyboards what we have purchased is a stock item, and under purchase vouchers we have to enter the transaction, and immediately we have to pay that amount, whatever the amount we have, 25,000, and that GST amount you have to adjust through the journal. Advance paid under reverse charge. So even that is also included, the tax amount is also included in that advance. No? So all these things we have to do here. So we'll see this part in the next class. Okay, na? Right.